Z109 Talk Radio.
Oh, what you got now?
Z109 Talk Radio.
Well, all right.
Z109 Talk Radio.
Oh, what you got now?
Z109 Talk Radio.
Elsie Jenkins in the Z109FM, Elsie Jenkins here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever that time of day is. You're here with Z109 Talk Radio. Reverend No Show's in the house. I'm Elsie Jenkins. I tell you what, I don't know if I'm attracting flies, but I'm attracting them. When I say that, I'm attracting problems, issues. It's just never ending, people. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you're experiencing it. If you are, my goodness, it ain't right. Reverend No Show, how you doing over there?
I'm doing all right, Miss Jenkins.
Customer service. I could be wrong. I mean, you let me know if I'm wrong when it comes to customer service. We're going to break it down. I ain't going to use no big words. We're going to break this down because this is just basic and common in relation to all customer service. First of all, you got to have a service. Whether you're washing a car, frying a burger, scooping poop, you got a service. Now, you provide this service for a couple of reasons, either for profit or non-profit. Now, you either going to provide good service, fair service, bad service. There's all kinds of service in between you can provide. If you provide a bad service, you're not going to get many customers. If you provide fair service, well, not many customers are going to talk highly about you and recommend you. If you provide good or excellent customer service, it is very likely that people will go around and spread the word about how well they were treated in your presence while using your service. People, it is just that simple. It is no more complex than scrambling an egg. Now, my experience was going to an office store. And I don't care. It's Office Max. I goes in there just to get 2 copies. 2 copies of, I wanted them to print on the paper, "No More Killing Today." Because that's the part of the song me and Reverend No Show, that was the title of the song me and Reverend No Show were working on in the studio. So I wanted to put a little sign up in my car so people could start seeing that and be wondering, what is that about? Well, that's the name of the song, called "No More Killing Today." So I decided I wanted to do that. So when I first walked in the store, you got to stand in line, people. You can't just go bum rush the line because you got a good idea. You got to stand in line. That's the American way. So I stood in line. Now, I don't know why the clerks were slow and a little nonchalant and getting over to me, but fine. It wasn't an issue. I asked the lady about helping me out. She said, well, we can't do the typing of the font for you. You got to do that and put it on a flash drive, which didn't make any damn sense. All you got to do is type it up, scramble the words around, center it, and then print it out for the customer. But that would take 24 hours for them to do that. Do you hear what I'm saying, people? 24 hours for her to print "No More Killing Today" on a sign. Not even a sign, a piece of paper, excuse me. The keyboard's right there, and it takes 24 hours. So I went to my car and got my notebook out and did it with my notebook in no time. saved it on the flash drive, and walked back into the store. Now, yes, there were some people in there, but when I got in there, some of those people got taken care of, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. Now, I'm not sure what the problem is. People may be intimidated sometimes by my presence, and I already know that's part of the issue. You don't know how to talk or greet people. You have a personal problem with your customer service skills. And I understand, because if you are serious about your job and you're serious about customer service, you don't care who you talk to. You're going to provide the same excellent service for each and every person. I don't care if you're black, white, big, small, scary looking. It don't matter. My job is to provide customer service. Now, you draw the line somewhere within that process. Yes, I can see you withdrawing. For example, I come in there cursing like a sailor. I can see you withdrawing to yourself and saying, I don't have to accept this abuse, because it is abuse. But regardless, you have to accept the job that you're in. Your job is to deal with people. Care, concern, and help their needs. If you don't want to do that, you should find someplace else to work. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I done seen a drop in customer service. The ability to want to provide a good experience for people. That's what customer service is all about. And I done seen some places where it's just been gone nilly-willy. Fast food places that don't want to give you a refund. And you know, that's just bad business when you want somebody's food ain't right and you don't give them a refund. In this case right here, I went to another place, Office Depot, and the young lady took the information, put it on the computer screen, centered it on the page, asked me, is that how I wanted it? Printed it out, and charged me $2 less than what the Office Max was going to charge me. Now, because you have to take your mouse and move it around on the screen, you don't get paid for every time that mouse moves. I don't know why they have that policy, but that's ridiculous. And what prompted this price increase was I was asking her to do specific things, which she really didn't know what to do, and I was trying to show her on the screen. Now, why am I showing her how to do her job was beyond me. That just shows you her lack of interest in knowing her job. But, well, when she finally finished and printed out the sheets, and we went to the register, I asked her, I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your customer service that you're providing right now? And she mumbled something under her breath and said something else, and made a couple other comments, and really didn't answer my question. But then she increased my price by almost $1.50 simply because I was asking her questions about the customer service she provided. Then she told me $3.59 for 2 copies, people. 2 copies, which is normally 49 cents a copy. You go from 90 cents, maybe with tax, to $3.59 because you are upset with the question, how do you feel about your customer service? How does your customer service rate right now? Well, of course, I had to address the issue about the increase. And the answer I received was simple. Because she had to move her mouse around and had to adjust the letters here and there and make a change here and there, that there's a charge for that, people. Did you hear what I just said? Because she had to move her mouse around and do a little bit of adjusting here and there, and maybe hitting the space bar to center something and tab something here and there, that there's a charge for each movement. And the more I asked them to do something, the more the charges were going to increase. Now, remember, there's no chart as to each movement that she's taking to really regulate how much it's going to be to really regulate how much it's going to be at the end of the process. So how do you know how many times she moved the mouse and how many changes y'all went in and tried to adjust to get an actual amount? How do you know? It's called crap, people. It's crap. And that's what she was trying to provide me and thinking I was going to pay for it. Now, I made the mistake of not having my tape recorder with me. And yes, I told them they was being recorded, everything that they had done, and the nilly-willy customer service they had provided was being recorded, because I told them I had a camera on me. I ain't had no camera. But normally I do have my camera, my recorder, because I'm trying to catch people, because I've run into it all the time now, providing bad customer service, and I missed the opportunity. You could have heard the comments coming from her or the manager. Now let me tell you something. While we was over there looking at the No More Killing Today sign, on the screen, this manager comes over and asks me, are you aware of the city ordinances when it comes to putting up signs? What the hell does that got to do with me as a customer and what I'm doing with this young lady that's helping me? What business is it of yours what I'm going to do with this damn sign right here? You see, that right there should have been my indication to run to my car and get my recorder. Because you all over here, now, earlier, I couldn't even get you to come over and help me. I couldn't get you to come over and help me. Y'all was over there acting like y'all was busy, but y'all weren't doing nothing. Then you come over here all of a sudden looking to see what we doing, and your mouth coming out your mouth is, do you know the city ordinance is about putting up signs? Sounds like you all in somebody's business and you need to go and help some other customers. That's what it sounds like to me. So I finally had words with the manager. And of course, at the end of our conversation, I told her I was no longer doing business with her company. Simply because they had no regards to customer service. If a customer come into your shop and asks you to do something for them, you're supposed to do it, as long as it's within reasonable means. Now, if you have a chart on the wall that shows you a customer how you're going to do that particular service, and they can choose from a way of getting it done, well, then that's fine. They can pick a way to get it done. But for something as simple as opening up a file, putting it on the screen, moving it to where you want it so you can have it centered and print it out, to tell somebody that you're going to charge them for every move of the mouse, every change that you make, is ludicrous. Especially when I went right down the street to the next office place and got it done, because it's only part of the process. You can't get nothing done if you don't touch the mouse. And the tools on the program are to help the person trying to print out the page. It's not like you got to pay for each tool. Oh, you want to crop? Oh, that's going to be 75 cents. You want to bold these letters? Oh, that's going to be 75 cents. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, you want to landscape this so it's on the... Oh, that's 75 cents. You ain't charging for each tool on that program. That's ludicrous. Now, if you're going to get something really specifically done that requires detail, well, then that's different. That's totally different. Of course you're going to pay for that service. Who would not think you're going to pay for some specific service? Yes, but to have a page printout and to move something and center it on a page, that's ludicrous. So, I told her straight up, I'm not doing business with that company anymore. You will not get my money if you don't respect customer service. You won't. And I'm going to take my receipt that I got from the Office Depot, and I'm going to mail it or take it to them. I'm going to take it right to her. But then I'm going to take that same receipt and that same little letter of disappointment and send it to their corporate office. You got to do this, people. You got to send a message to them and let them know that all I wanted was a simple sign. It wasn't even a sign. It was a simple file printed on a page, and they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that because, number one, they had a problem with the customer. It wasn't what I asked them to do. They had a problem with me. Now, I don't know because I was a black person in there, but it's a shame because a black person was helping me. You don't know who your customer is and how they dress. Don't mean nothing. Because people dress all kinds of ways. So you got to treat each customer the same. You can't go treating people differently because they're wearing a suit versus somebody coming in flip-flops. I have flip-flops on, but that don't mean I'm not a customer. And no customer's going to want to be treated differently because they got on their sweatpants and their flip-flops coming to get a file printed. Reverend No Show, I'm telling you right now, I'm about to attack this customer service issue because it is an issue. And people don't think they got to provide good customer service. They think that you're doing them a favor by coming to their store. People, we don't got to spend money in your store. We ain't got to spend no money in your store. Trust me. I got a printer. I got a computer program that helps me do everything I need to do. But my computer broke down. So when your computer broke down, you have to resort to one of these companies. You have to go back to the way it was before you got all this technology, which is not a problem. So when I come back to get a page printed, why should I go through the issues I went through just to get 2 pages printed, people? With no more killing today on it. That's all it said. I was very disappointed, and I wasn't surprised. And I missed my opportunity to record that because that would have been an excellent, excellent opportunity to hear just downright unacceptable customer service at its worst. At its worst. I know next time, and I'm making this pretty much the norm. From here on out, when I walk into buildings, I'm going to have my recorder running. I'm going to catch every opportunity from here on out. And I'm telling you now, it's going to happen again. Because people just don't get it when it comes to customer service. ZZ109, Elsie Jenkins here. Now, Reverend No Show, how you feel about cell phone companies?
Oh, Miss Jenkins, I tried to just make sure my bill is where it should be. I'm on a budget. But I don't have too many favorites when it comes to the cell phone companies.
I feel the same way. Now, let me bring something to light, if y'all ain't aware. Got a lot of cell phone companies out here providing a whole lot of jibber jabber about a whole lot of different things they're going to bring you. And that might be something that the young folks out there enjoy because they take advantage of those things. But the average person, and I'm just speaking on experience, the average person ain't got time for that 2G, 3G, 4G crap. This is what I'm going to tell you, me, the consumer who has a cell phone. I want to be able to talk. I don't want no crazy bills coming in the mail. When I need to ask a question, I want to be able to get good customer service. I don't want no nilly-willy answers because I can tell when you're lying. But that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Now, see, me right now, I got an unlimited plan, and I'm going to tell you who I'm with. Boost. That's who I'm with. Right now, I am happy with Boost. I mean, I have a drop call here and there, but you know what? It's technology, people. Sometimes them things happen. But other than that, my bill is where I want it to be. Now, I was with some other companies, and they fluctuated my bill. They came up with some excuse to charge me with some kind of fee. And that doesn't work with my budget. And that's why I moved on. Whether they like it or not, contract or no contract, you ain't going to tell me how much I'm going to pay you. I'm going to tell you how much I can afford. You take it or you leave it. It's that simple. This ain't no daggone poker game. This is my money you dealing with. Now, I've been hearing a whole lot of talk about some 3G and some 4G and all this stuff. You know what? That's great. That's great for someone who needs all that. I just need my phone to ring when someone calls my number. That's all I need. I don't need no internet, although I have it, but I don't need it. I don't need no extra speeds or whatever processing. I don't need all that. I just want my phone to ring when someone calls my number. That's all I need. That's all I need. So, these companies out here that try to manipulate you because they got all this technology and they feel like you should pay a little more because of what they're going to provide you, y'all full of crap. Because me, the average consumer, don't care about that 4G, 5G. I don't care if you got a man on the moon. Pop his head out the phone every now and then and say hello. I don't care. What's important to me is my bill. And what I can afford is $50 a month. You take it or you leave it. Now, if you try to increase my bill, I'm leaving your company. I don't care about no contract. I don't care about no leaving fee or whatever. You see, them companies that got them fees that want to charge you a fee because you leave them, you know what? That tells you a lot about them. The number one, they're not really into the good business of it all. The good business is, you know what? If we can't be competitive with our competitors, then you need to go ahead and go with them. Because until we can come down to their level and be competitive and work with them, why should we entrap you in a contract that you can't get out of? Simply because we're using the legal means to do so. That's called entrapment. And to be allowed to do that should be illegal. This is America, people. If someone's got a sandwich over there for $2 and the same sandwich is over here for 50 cents, I should be able to go over here and get that sandwich for 50 cents. If I get that sandwich for 50 cents and it tastes like crap, but I go over here and the sandwich for $2 tastes like the way I want it to taste, well, I make a decision. I don't need you to help me make a decision as to which sandwich I'm going to buy. But if I can only afford the 50-cent sandwich, I may just go well over there and deal with that sandwich, add my own little spices and mayonnaise to make it taste better. I don't need you to help me do that. Now, when I come into a little bit more change, I might go and say, hey, no, I'll get the $2 sandwich with all the spices already in it. But that's called America, people. You make your own decision, and you shouldn't be entrapped by a contract because they know the legal means and ramifications if you don't decide to stay with them. Oh, we're going to charge you $300 for leaving us. Oh, you signed a contract. Oh, we're going to mess up your credit because you signed a contract. Them kind of companies you don't need to be with. And when I hear a contract and signing and a fine or fee for early leaving termination, I already turn my back and move on. Because there's no need for me to be with your company if y'all can't understand that we're in America. It is a competitive country we're in, and competition is what thrives our existence here. Not a monopoly. Monopolies that are thriving in this country are destroying this country. So, you got a cell phone out there. Don't be manipulated by the company. You might be in a contract, but you know what? You ain't got to stay with them. You find you somebody that's going to provide the service you need, and you go with them. And the other company, yeah, they're going to charge you a fee. You send them $1 a month till it's paid off. They don't like it, that's too bad. Send them something. Don't just send them nothing. So, I'm about to wrap things up here, but you know what? The bottom line is customer service. It is the foundation. It is the foundation around my money coming out of my pocketbook. When I walk up to an establishment and the customer service is not where it's supposed to be, my pocketbook stays closed. Do you understand what I'm saying? You won't see a damn dime from Elsie Jenkins. If I walk up to a restaurant, okay, and the customer service is just foul nasty, you don't know how to tend to people and get them in their chairs in a timely and proficient and professional manner, my pocketbook ain't opening. You businesses out here with all your computers and your desks and chairs and your office equipment, you think you're the only company out here that can sell that stuff. You are mistaken. There are other people out here that sell the same things you're selling. Printers come a dime a dozen. So, you know what? People can buy a printer. If you ain't going to print their paperwork out they need, they're giving you 49 cents a page. That's a ripoff right there. You know, good and well, the page is 1 cent a copy. 1 cent a copy. But y'all got the audacity to charge 49 cents. With a smile on your face. Now that's crazy. Reverend No Show, I tell you what, we're going to get out here, and we're going to challenge this customer service. Because I'm telling you people, it's going to happen again. I'm going to run across some bad customer service. I don't know if it's because it's me walking up to the register and the young lady, a man's like, oh Lord, look at this MF right here coming to see me. Oh God, I wish I could go on break. Maybe that's the reason. But if you got an MF walking up to you and you on duty, you ain't got no right to be disrespectful. You ain't got no right to not provide professional service. And you ain't got no right to sit there and act a fool like you don't know how you do your damn job. Because you on duty. And if you're on duty, you're supposed to provide excellent customer service. Elsie Jenkins here. Z109 Talk Radio. Y'all take care.
Z109 Talk Radio.
Oh, what you got now?
Z109 Talk Radio.
Well, all right.
Z109 Talk Radio.
Oh, what you got now?
Z109 Talk Radio.
Elsie.